Cantos 55 to 57 of Book 4 of the Ramayana of Valmiki, translated by Ralph D. H. Griffith. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by 123. Canto 55. Angad's Reply. What truth or justice canst thou find, cried Angad, in Sugriva's mind? Where is his high and generous soul, his purity and self-control? How is he worthy of our trust, righteous and true and wise and just, who, shrinking not from sin and shame, does take his living brother's dame? Who, when in stress of mortal strife, his noble brother fought for life, against the valiant warrior barred the portal which he stood to guard? Can he be grateful, he who took the hand of Rama and forsook that friend who saved him in his woes, to whom his life and fame he vows? Ah no, his heart is cold and mean, what bids him search for Rama's queen? Not honor's law, not friendship's debt, but angry Lakshman's timely tread. No prudent heart will ever place its trust in one so false and base, who heeds not friendship, kith or kin, who scorns the law and cleaves to sin. But true or false, whatever he be, one consequence I clearly see: me in my youth anointed heir, against his wish he will not spare, but strike with eager hand the blow that rids him of a household foe. Shall I, of power and friends despoiled, in all my purpose crossed and foiled, shall I Kiskindha seek and wait, like some poor helpless thing, my fate? The cruel wretch, through lust of sway, will seize upon his hapless prey, and to a prison's secret gloom the remnant of my years will doom. It is better far to fast and die, than hopeless bound in chains to lie. Your steps, O banners, homeward bend, and leave me here my life to end. Better to die of hunger here, than meet at home the fate I fear. Go bow you at Sugriva's feet, and in my name the monarch greet. Before the sons of Raghu bend, and give the greeting that I send. Greet kindly Ruma too, for she his son's affection claims from me. And gently calm with friendly care my mother Tara's wild despair. Or when she hears her darling's fate, the queen will die disconsolate. Thus Angad bade the chiefs adieu, then on the ground his limbs he threw, where sacred darva grass was spread, and wept as every hope had fled. The moving words of Angad drew down aged cheeks the piteous dew, and as the chieftain's eyes grew dim, they swore to stay and die with him. On holy grass, whose every blade was duly pointing southward laid, the banners set them down and bent their faces to the orient, while, "Here, O comrades, let us die with Angad," was the general cry. Canto 56. smṛti. Then came the vulture's mighty king, where sat the banners soaring. smṛti, best of birds that fly, on sounding pinions through the sky. Jatayu's brother, famed of old, most glorious and strong and bold. Upon the slope of Bindal's hill, he saw the banners calm and still. These words he uttered while the sight filled his fierce spirit with delight. Behold, how fate with changeless laws within his toils the sinner draws, and brings me, after long delay, a rich and noble feast today. These banners who are doomed to die, my hungry maw to satisfy. He spoke no more, and Angad heard the menace of the mighty bard, and thus, while anguish filled his breast, the noble Hanuman addressed: Vivaswat's son has sought this place, for vengeance on the banner race. See Yama, wrath for Sita's sake, is come our guilty lives to take. Our king's decree is left undone, and not achieved for Raghu's son. In duty have we failed, and hence comes punishment for dire offence. Have we not heard the marvels wrought by King Jatayus, how he fought with Ravan's might, and nobly brave perished the mighty queen to save? There is no living creature, none, but loves to die for Raghu's son, and in long toils and dangers we have placed our lives in jeopardy. Blessed is Jatayus, he who gave his life the mighty queen to save, and proved his love for Rama well, when by the giant's hand he fell. Now raised to bliss and high renown, he fears not fierce Sugriva's frown. Alas, alas, what misery spring from that rash promise of the king! His own sad death and Rama sent, with Lakshman fought to banishment. The mighty lady borne away, Jatayu slain in mortal fray, the fall of Bali when the dart of Rama quivered in his heart. And after toil and pain and care, our misery and deep despair. He ceased, the feathered monarch heard, his heart with ruth and wonder stirred. Whose is that voice, the vulture cried, that tells me how Jatayus died, and shakes my inmost soul with woe for a loved brother's overthrow? After long days at length I hear the glorious name of one so dear. Once more, O banner chieftains, tell how King Jatayus fought and fell. But first your aid I pray you'll lend, and from this peak will I descend. The sun has burnt my wings, and I no longer have the power to fly. Canto 57. Angad's Speech. Though grief and woe his utterance broke, they trusted not the words he spoke, but, looking still for a secret guile, reflected in their hearts a while. If on our mangled limbs he feed, we gain the death ourselves decreed. Then rose the banner chiefs and lent their arms to aid the boat's descent, and Angad spoke. There lived of yore a noble banner king who bore the name of Vriksharajas great, and brave and strong and fortunate. His sons were like their father, Fame knows Bali and Sugriva's name. Praised in all lands, a glorious king was Bali, and from him I spring. Brave Rama, Dasarath's heir, a glorious prince beyond compare, his sire and duty's law obeyed, and sought the depths of Dandak shade. Sita, his well-beloved dame, and Lakshman with the wanderer came. A giant watched his tour, and stole the sweet delight of Rama's soul. Jatayus, Dasarath's friend, swift succour to the dame would lend. Fierce Ravan from his car he felled, and for a time the prize withheld. But bleeding, weak with years and tired, beneath the demon's blows expired. Due rights at Rama's hands obtain, and bliss that never shall minish gained. Then Rama with Sugriva made a covenant for mutual aid, and Bali to the field defied, by conquering Rama's arrow died. Sugriva then by Rama's grace was monarch of the banner race. By his command a mighty host seeks Rama's queen from coast to coast. Sent forth by him in every spot, we looked for her, but find her not. Vain is the toil, as though by night we sought to find the day god's light. In lands unknown at length we found a spacious cavern underground, whose vaults that stretch beneath the hill were formed by Maya's magic skill. Through the dark maze our steps were bent, and wandering there a month we spent, and lost in fruitless error, thus the days of a king allotted us. Thus we, though faithful, have transgressed, and failed to keep our Lord's behest. No chance of safety can we see, no lingering hope of life have we. Sugriva's wrath and Rama's hate press on our souls with grievous weight, and we, because it is vain to fly, resolve at length to fast and die. End of Cantos 55, 56 and 57.